Like, but he could run away tomorrow. Like, what is you talking about, bro? You dig it? Yeah, he could run away tomorrow. Like, how are you not like, nah, chase him down and put cuffs on him today. And then we're going to take his money tomorrow. Like, how are you this backwards? Which leads me to believe that you telling a lie, bro. Cap.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Hey, yo, what's poppin', y'all? I'm Ace.
Hi, and I'm Star. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, bet. Let's get into it. All right, so in this one, we got Freshandfit discussing the recent Chris Brown allegations and the lawsuit that was filed against him. So we'll see what they're talking about.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
No, we actually had a pretty deep conversation about this earlier. As you guys know, Chris Brown is getting sued for $20 million. Some girls alleging that he raped her.
You know.
And then we talked about the Rihanna situation, and you know, obviously, you know, that was it was.
And what's something interesting to talk about there is that she filed a $20 million lawsuit for alleged sexual assault or alleged. Now, what's interesting is that I don't think she filed a criminal complaint. I don't think any criminal complaint has been filed. Meaning that what she's suing for is just money damages, right? In civil court, right? If a criminal complaint is filed, that's when you go to jail. Obviously, you get 10 to 25 years, depending on what happens.
Right. The aggressiveness of it, right?
So, but what's suspicious is that if you're filing a civil complaint, the guy's rich, you're filing a civil complaint, and you're not filing a criminal complaint, I'm like, what's your real motive here? Is justice your motive, or do you want money? Because then that sort of brings into question whether the allegations are valid at all. So we'll see what they're talking about.
Terrible situation that happened, but what a lot of people don't know is that Rihanna beat the shit out of Chris Brown prior to that. She was beating the fuck out of him in that Lamborghini, but no one wants to talk about that. They want to talk about
hitting him.
The pictures of how bad he beat her, but they don't know that she was beating the shit out of him when he hit her back. And I've always said, and I told my sister this too, and I tell a lot of women, understand that if you hit a guy, not every dude is going to sit there and restrain himself and not punch you back. Some dudes, real talk, are just waiting to hit you with that fucking, you know,
hey man,
and then hit her with that fucking.
They have a right to protect themselves.
I knew he was going to do the show you can.
And that's what it is. Guys are waiting.
Along at work, stressful. Bitch, what you say?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of guys like will take that opportunity to
right.
hit the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying?
But what he's saying is that there's some dudes that are creeps that like beating women and that are looking for any excuse to like whip your ass.
I see.
So it's just like even if and like in those scenarios, it's like you slap him and he's gonna like
Get out my business, okay?
beat you within an inch of your life, like, you know what I mean? Like because he's a
fucking wrong.
right? Because he's a nut.
It's not okay to slam your wife's head into the cupboard drawers because she didn't dry the can opener off properly, you know? It's gonna fucking rust, right?
And he's been waiting for that opportunity.
Right.
And like he's telling them like you gotta teach your daughters. It's like not every dude is gonna let you slap him and then he's just gonna push you and then restrain himself from doing serious harm to you.
Right.
And like we were saying in the last video, it's like only society's invisible wall is protecting a man from like crashing your shit in when you try to attack him. Because that's what he would do to a man who attacked him.
Right.
And just because they want to do it, like me, you guys have seen on the pod, I've had chicks stomp on my foot, A-Town stomp my shit, spit on me,
everything,
try to slap me, whatever
spit
it is.
on
him.
him.
I know I ain't gonna do nothing because if I hit this chick, she's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna literally hurt her.
Yo, hey, yo. No, go back.
Testosterone.
Did you see Shorty face?
Who?
In the pink back there.
No.
With the chain on, you see her face when he said she's gonna die. Look.
I ain't gonna do nothing because if I hit this chick, she's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Hey, yo.
I will significantly damage her, right? And I ain't gonna do that. So I was just like, whatever.
Nah. Yo. She's like, well, excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Bless me. Nah, but real talk, don't make that face. Because what he's telling you is not what he wants to do.
It's not surprising.
Right, it's reality. It's like some woman tries to hit me. If I hit you back like how I would hit a man, you're going to the hospital.
Where the ambulance? Why the man body still
The
right
man
there?
ain't supposed to be laying
Call the
there.
damn ambulance.
Right.
Like, that's a fact. And some dudes will do that. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand that. Like, not every dude has a heart of gold. That's gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna mistreat you like that. Like, some people just like, nah, I've had enough.
Cause I'm getting tired. You keep telling what the fuck I'm doing every time I'm doing something. Cause I'm not finna fake for these peckerwoods.
Right? It is what it is. But my thing is, even though I would be within my right to defend myself, I'm not doing it because I know if I hit her, there's going to be serious legal consequences.
Right.
Because even though we say men and women are equal, we're really not.
Right.
So,
Like I was saying before, like, practically speaking, like what you're allowed to do via the letter of the law, like if we was on a law school exam and I'm writing the answer, it's like it don't matter who hit who's gender, who has what gender. Mm-hmm. If you hit me first and I hit you back, yeah, well, that's your fault, man.
Right.
The fact that you a little weak and you got a little bit more hurt, but I gave you back a proportional amount of force, that's not my fault.
Right.
But in practical terms, when a dude comes into contact with a woman, they fight, the woman almost always gets more hurt.
Obviously.
When the police show up, they're not trying to hear she started it. It's gonna be you going to jail, and it's probably gonna find against you.
just understand for any ladies out there that are watching, and women on the panel as well, you know, be careful. Like
Right.
just don't hit any guy, because a lot of dudes
Some people
will hit you back.
are
and
lunatics.
chomping at the bit to fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
No,
So-
but you shouldn't be hitting
Exactly.
anyone
It's also
for
in
that
this
matter.
situation.
Right.
That's the whole point. Like
That's
that's what society needs to start teaching women in general, like everyone. No one should be putting your hands on anyone
Right.
because expect for them to hit you back. Don't
Right.
be surprised. That's it.
Bill Burr said one time, remember how like they'll smash you over the head with something and don't even have the decency to jump back and put their hands up. like they
what?
just stand there staring at you like, now
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
I did that shit. Now what?
Like, do not be surprised when they hit you back. I just don't understand. No one should be putting your hands on anyone. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amber
Yeah.
Heard.
Yes, you know, for the longest time, I forget the girl's name, the woman's
I don't
name.
remember
Amber Heard.
this.
But yeah, thank you. Yeah, Amber
Oh,
Heard,
yes,
she was saying
good.
that he beat her, blah blah blah, all this shit. But then he actually,
Yeah.
I don't even gotta say
recorded
it.
it. She was the one beating the fuck out of him.
It's a crazy one.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
if he
feel
didn't
so
have those
badly for him.
recordings,
Yeah.
he would have been fucked. And they still took him off Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is kind of what it is, man. But yeah, with the Chris Brown situation, you know, I'm glad that you guys know that she was beating the fuck out of him. But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. But anyway, this whole thing with Chris Brown with the 20 million thing, I think personally it's cap. Real quick, going around the table. Do you guys think it's cap, or do you guys think it's potential?
Cap.
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 You think it's cap as well? Okay. You don't know? Okay.
She don't know. I knew
Just
she
one
was
cap,
gonna ride with it.
This nigga.
You said cap. What do you think?
Hard to say.
Hard to say. Okay.
I need more information.
Okay.
That's
Fair.
a fact.
I'm sorry. Then call me stupid. Can you repeat the
Are you stupid or something?
question?
Dear Lord.
Chris is already on it.
She's
No, I'm
been
saying, do you
there
think
before.
this lawsuit
Yeah,
is
no,
legit
she's been before.
with Chris Brown and this woman making these allegations against him?
She's like,
Total
just,
cap.
I don't know anything.
she's like, just
Oh,
press
okay,
the
then
button.
never mind then.
Okay, so basically she's suing him for $20 million instead of suing him to go to jail.
Basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not criminal. It's a civil case.
Right.
Yeah.
Shorty didn't even know.
She said, "Oh."
Yeah. Shorty in the pink was like,
Because,
oh.
truthfully, honestly, if I was in a situation like that, my humility and everything, I don't give a fuck about money.
Lock
like,
'em up.
I don't want money.
Lock 'em up, Fanny.
Nothing can repair what you did to me. I want
Right.
you in jail.
Right, he can't
so
be walking
I'm not
around
gonna
out
be
here.
suing for money.
Lock 'em
That,
up.
obviously, that's cap. That's
Right.
definitely cap.
Like, that's not the first, like, understandably, obviously, if he's rich and then you go to court and whatever and he goes to jail and then you want to sue him after that,
Right.
you're still free to do that.
because you lost your humility and
Right.
dignity.
You're free to do that. Nothing about filing a criminal complaint first is gonna reduce your ability to sue him for money if he's
Right.
rich. It's not gonna.
Right.
But the fact that that's the first place
Things
you went,
go.
stop the cap, and that you went to a civil attorney's spot, not a prosecutor, not the police, a civil attorney, and said, "How much money can I get out of him for what he did to me?" And you didn't even think to contact police. He's still walking around here with no cuffs on him when it's an alleged drug and grape. Like,
She
stop
was just
playing with
looking
me,
for
cuz.
money from the beginning.
That's what I'm saying, which is why it sounds like cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she wants money.
It's a
Can I
civil
say
case.
something about that?
Yeah.
Like, this might sound horrible, but is
No,
20
go for it.
million worth? Like, is it gonna make you feel better?
Yeah.
Like, is that money?
a lot of
Like,
money.
no, but I'm just no.
Why is Myron laughing? He's just like he's like, is 20 mil gonna make you feel better?
Right.
Yes.
I mean,
20.
yes.
No matter how bad you feel, 20 million will always make you feel better than that. Will it repair whatever was taken from you? Probably not. But you damn sure are happier to have 20 million than zero. What are you talking about? Everybody says the same thing. It's better to cry in a Lamborghini than a fucking Honda Civic. Like, what are we talking about?
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
You can be depressed in your Lamborghini and your mansion. All right? You have a better time there than you will being depressed when you can't afford shoes and you got to buy knockoff brand cereal. Like, stop playing. Come on, son. Yes.
At the same time, you still got, what do you guys call it, graped?
Yeah.
You still got graped. Apparently, right? I wouldn't want nothing from you.
Right.
If you do something like that, I don't want nothing from you. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to go to court. I don't want nothing
want
to do
you
with
in jail.
You did something.
I want you
and then
miserable.
I want you to go to jail because
Thank
there's
you.
other women out in the world that you can assault to.
Thank you.
Right.
So
Pack him up.
why did you wait all the time and now you want to sue for 10 million, like it's, or 20 or whatever it is? It's stupid.
Thank you.
But,
Right.
I will say
Thank
this too.
you.
A couple girls have told me that if that actually happened to me, I would not want to ever face them in a
see them
civil
ever
court
again.
and all
Right.
that shit. Like,
PTSD is real.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't even want to speak about it.
No.
It's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
That's true. That is embarrassing.
yeah. I mean, my thing is the biggest red flag to me is why didn't she bring a criminal case against them?
Right. It's the first thing you do.
Like why a civil case?
Like the first thing you should be thinking is that this motherfucker cannot be allowed to continue to walk the streets.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, his bank account can't go anywhere. He sure can.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? This dude has a house here, a house there, a car there. Even if you flee the country, you can still get that shit. Like, but he could run away tomorrow. Like, what is you talking about, bro? You dig it? Yeah, you could run away tomorrow. Like, how are you not like, nah, chase him down and put cuffs on him today. And then we're going to take his money tomorrow. Like, how are you this backwards? Which leads me to believe that you telling a lie, bro. Cap.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Right.
Only, it's just like
And 20 million?
Yeah.
So you got off with 5 million, 2 million, 20? Come on, bro.
Well, that's posturing from her attorney because when
you're
you
right.
sue for a ridiculous amount,
Right.
they're gonna, I'll take.
Yeah. That's another thing that people should know. Is like whenever a civil attorney files a case for damages, like, oh, I was hurt, blah blah blah. Boy, the complaint be having the most fantastical allegations ever. It'd be like, oh, look what they did. It's like, basically, look what they did to me. It was so horrible. I can't sleep. I can't eat. Oh my God. The distress, I can't work, the trauma. Like, it reads like a ridiculous fucking thing that they can never prove. And they can't. And then they get to the end of saying that shit, and we want $1 billion for all his family's future suffering and all this. It's like, bro, they allege whatever they want to allege, even though you're supposed to only allege what you reasonably believe you can prove up. They be putting whatever, fam. They put $100 million. It doesn't matter. Like, because whatever you're going to get at trial, they're going to give you is based on what they gave people in prior cases. They got really nothing to do with what you asked for.
I see.
But still, unless what you're asking for is tied to specific type of damages, like money damages, like compensatory damages.
Okay.
So like some Bernie Madoff type joint where you stole $200,000 from me, so I'm definitely getting back at least $200,000 plus like lawyers' fees and like.
Right.
And then you can add on emotional distress money, which is amorphous, and they will decide how much that is based on how much you cry on the stand, and you know what I mean, and all this, how bad they think it is.
How much work you put into getting that money, I guess.
Maybe even that, right? But like for like grape and stuff like that, is just like that's purely like an emotional damage. I mean, other than your actual medical bills that you might have from something like that.
Right.
You get that money back straight away, dollar for dollar. But like when you're talking about like grape or whatever, like that you can allege anything because it's completely subjective based on what happened to you.
Right.
And the amount you get will be decided by the jury when they hear the story from you, which is also why you gotta testify if you ever gonna get any type of pain and suffering damages, or if you can't testify in a case like that, you got to be dead, and somebody's got to be like, and they were suffering until so and so, and then they self-deleted as a result of that, you know what I mean? And then they tell a story before the jury, and it's all bad. Then they award you money based on that. All right, that's it for this one. We'll holler at you.